my passion. Nothing can beat it. The only problem is I don't own a gaming console. Until now. What kind of cliche can we see off of this sentence?
A lot.
So much for a gamer, eh? It's like, I own one, like, I am a good gamer, but I don't own a console.
So,
I just go to my
I
friend's
am
house
the
and play
best.
his video games.
I am the best gamer ever. I have no consoles at all.
Yeah, I just go to my friend's house and play on his consoles.
Exactly.
I would watch crappy Let's Plays, and I call myself a gamer. Well, I just got a job at Sony for a couple of months. Sony a couple of months ago, as a graphic editor, game creator, and for job reasons, I just got given a PS3 for game testing. So I had ideas about creating the game, which I was relieved about. I couldn't explain how happy I was about it, so I rushed home to set it up. I was feeling better than before, but there was something weird going on. Every single word in the illustration leaflet was scribbled out, only left with the pictures, which I thought was suspicious, but I just left it because it was getting late, so I went to bed. The next morning, I went out to get some games, since I didn't have any yet. So I went to a dodgy-looking second-hand store with a sign saying cheap second-hand games. I couldn't resist, so I strolled inside to see what there was. Can you hear me, Facebook?
My brain is just dead right now. It's already that bad.
And this person was actually trying to be serious. Like, I need to create a creepypasta for my friends at school, so I'm gonna make a shitty one.
Little question, why are you face palming? I don't get it.
Cause like he admits that he's going to a dodgy secondhand store. Believe it or not, the games look brand new! With nothing wrong with them, but they say they were second-handed because they said it on the label, which I didn't understand. So I went and picked out 2 games and purchased them. But when I left, the man said to me in a sinister voice saying, "Hope you don't die playing these games." I thought nothing of it. So I just left the store and headed home.
So he
So
didn't
some
buy
guy-
the games?
What?
So he didn't buy the games?
No, he did. And this guy,
So,
this guy behind the
you
cash
just-
register says, "Hope you don't die playing these games," and did the most cliche laugh.
Yeah, but he doesn't have any details where I hand him the cat.
Most likely.
No.
Robot.
The 2 games I bought were Borderlands 2 and Red Dead Redemption.
I have Borderlands 2.
Since
Red
it was
Dead Redemption was way before Borderlands 2. How is that new?
Since it was my day off, I tried out the games I bought. So I placed Borderlands 2 into the console and started a new game. But something wasn't right here. Every single weapon I got from the chests are all the rare orange classed weapons, which you hardly get, and there wasn't any enemies in the game either. Weird.
Wait, if he never played the game before, how does he know that the orange ones are really rare?
He watches PewDiePie. Alright, I think you're gonna have to deal with a bunch of PewDiePie fans sitting all over your comments now.
God damn it, Cam!
I thought I would swap discs over because I thought it was just a minor bug that needed resting. So I put Red Dead Redemption in the console. But then it was worse. Or that was worse. The home screen was bloody red and human organs were hanging everywhere. Then all of a sudden, a death-defying scream came up at full blast in the background. And it was the scariest thing I have ever seen. So I switched the disc over again to Borderlands 2, but it was worse than before. Wait, what? Death-defying scream, worst thing I had ever seen.
Yeah, it's the worst thing I've ever seen. Oh no, it's getting worse.
Twice in a row.
Yeah, this guy needs to learn not to repeat himself, because that's just going to continue to add more cliche. Every word in the game was scribbled out like the manual, and everything had blood and guts hanging from every place possible. and every enemy was immensely, he spelled it wrong, hard to kill. I had enough of this, so I took out the discs, so he had them both in the console.
What a dumbass.
Yeah, I think he read a tutorial off of Wikipedia of how to put in a disc. Or he's just using his toaster. Snapped them into pieces and burnt them into ashes. But when I got back, the manual of the console wasn't there where I left it. So I looked inside. Nothing was scribbled out anymore, but the sentence, "You will suffer," repeated throughout the whole booklet, saying nothing else but that line. But also...
Nothing good.
Sorry, please continue reading.
But also on the switched off TV was the same sentence, "You will suffer," but with blood splattered all over the TV screen. Real blood all over the screen. I thought it couldn't get any worse. Repeating yourself. But then a picture popped up on the screen. It was the scariest thing I have ever seen.
Repeating yourself.
Yeah, Claire, to add some detail of what it is. I couldn't take it any longer, so I picked up the PS3 and chucked it at the TV. The TV sparked out, but still had the message on, so I collected my stuff and left the house. But as soon as I got out the door, someone was standing there with a gun to my head and pulled the trigger, and bang! My life was over. Well, what do you guys think of this?
Cliche.
No. Alright. So with the gunshot, I would have done this. Bang! My life was over. So I thought. Later that day, I woke up in a dark room with only one light, with a mysterious man with a hood on.
I typed this in my last dying breath. Like, he could have said, I was typing this down at my last dying breath. Like, he missed, but he got me, but I'm gonna slowly die, so I gotta type all this down. But really, the Chuck? Really?
The Chuck! I checked the PSP.
And now we all know. And now we all know that the bad writer has died.
Now we know 12-year-olds can't write stories.
Hey, I was 12 years old when I wrote my stories, and they were good.
This is why children need to go to summer school.
I'm sorry, not 12. Sorry, 9-year-old.
Nah,
Okay.
-10.
Makes more sense than the last guy.
Makes more sense than the last guy. Oh my god. Okay.
What?
Sorry, that was me
Yes,
again.
me, I think, blooped.
I blooped too.
Well, it sounded like someone blooped. Alright.
Yeah, I blooped that.
So, what do you guys, in your mind, like, what does this guy need to improve? Like, does this kid really need to go to summer school and maybe, like, night school at the same time?
What he needs to improve? His life.
Well, especially all the cliches he's putting down, because this kid literally tried his best.
And he also needs,
he also best creepypasta.
Yeah, he also needs to stop repeating himself.
Yeah, it couldn't get any worse, but it did. Got worse. It's
the scariest thing I ever seen.
Worse. It's like, sure, mine had some typos and cliches. Well, most cliches. But at least my character didn't die. My creepypasta character did not face his death. He did not face blood and guts. He met his, he saw fluid, but he didn't call it blood and guts. There was a few...
I'm gonna write a scary story, alright? And I'm gonna give it to one of you guys, and you're gonna read it. Alright. Sound
Okay.
good? I'm gonna write one.
Yeah.
And I'm actually not going to do my best, but I'm gonna write a story.
You're gonna try your foot best.
Put the most cliche thing down and see if you can try to define that the most cliche can be the most good thing to read about.
Oh, I can do really good cliche.
The ironic, funny, haha cliche, right?
Too much cliche is bad.
You need
enough.
like a few cliche references here and there.
Maybe one or three, one, two or three are good, but this is way too much.
So
And then
that was PlayStation stuff for people.
and
Hope
then
you don't hate us because we kind of mentioned PewDiePie's Let's Plays. Have a good day.
the first comment will be first, and the second will be the one who wrote the story.
Fuck you, I'm a PewDiePie fan.
Well, I am too actually, but yeah, I guess I don't even remember PewDiePie playing that game.
It's like we should try to also read like Brief the Rogue of Madness, like to let you know that mine has a bit of typos and a bit of cliches and grammar issues, but hey, at least it has a good story to it, like of how this kid suffers from all like this mental situation in his own mind. I don't know.
Here's some good ones. Here's some good stories. Amnesia fan fiction.
Oh, yeah.
No.
Oh yeah, we should.
Those are some good stories.
Does Daniel and the Grunt end up getting together?
Yeah, but we should actually read that too, because I don't think that 6 or 7 minutes will do. Or maybe it is, but 15 is a limit.
The most
Remember-
childish story I was reading was about Teletubbies and how I guess they turn into vicious.
Satanist. But hey,
It was
remember, if
weird.
blood
It was
and
about
guts-
Teletubbies.
Hey, here's a tip for everyone. If blood and guts appear on your screen, even if it's on a movie, just chuck your console games onto the screen.
What
No,
does
if that happens, you go back to the dealer and say, why is there blood and guts on my screen?
Hope you don't die playing these games.
There's malfunctions with this TV.
Wait, you're going to the game store where you bought the game and you're blaming the TV, which you not bought in that store but in another one.
It's like, and then a scary picture pops up. Well, what did it look like? Tell us. And he doesn't.
So it's a scary picture of playing. So it's a scary picture of let's play Cards Against Humanity.
Like, he
No.
put detail like of a girl hanging herself with blood and guts, real blood and guts, crawling out of the TV screen. That would have been cliche, but hey, at least we get a good description of what the picture he saw was.
A
Yep.
scary picture. Ta-da.
Or Ronan slicing. Never mind. I'm not gonna go that far.
Mm.
I'm not gonna go down the Ronan street.
But also, there is this one thing I'm sure it's like, it makes you feel like you're in a creepypasta, but sadly it's not a creepypasta. It's
Yeah,
not a
it's
troll pasta either, and it's from Chaotic Fox fan. And yes, it does involve her fan fictions.
Recommendation though.
Mm.
More details.
Yeah.
More details.
More description,
if you're gonna do
less blood
cliche,
and guts,
more
please.
details.
Just say fluid or something, or oxidine.
Well, to whoever is watching this even, I would say write a story, send it to me, I'll send it to them, and we'll read it.
I have
Yeah, and then
three,
this
four-
is
Four
I-
things to recommend.
Longer, more details if you're doing a lot of cliches like that, and definitely
Definitely
off.
no
don't
PlayStation
kill
related.
yourself in the story.
Yeah, don't die in the story because people will be confused of why you died in the story yet you're writing it. It's like
Oh no, I
remember when-
died. I'm alive.
No,
I
like,
died, but I'm alive.
like when I tried to teach my friend Chaotic Fox fan how to type, and yeah, she's a bit of a minor and she could get in trouble for being young, but she is a good writer. Sadly, she cannot do creepypastas because yes, her cliches are, my character died in the story, and he's the one that's writing the story too. And I'm like, yeah, you don't need to do creepypasta. Keep on working with your fanfics, and her fanfics are pure gold. Well, they look a lot like scripts, but they're still pure gold. It's like I like them
I have a
because they
shitload
involve
of fan
couples.
fiction, but I don't post them.
Damn, that intro song of Full Metal Alchemist is now in my head.
How about here? I can get you a song that can get that out of your head.
No, Tech.
What?
I know what you're gonna. I can vaguely guess what you're gonna say.
What?
No, vaguely guess, so I don't really know it for sure or even can guess it, but I know it will be something.